Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
I haven't caught up.
All right. Speaking of catching up, though, hello everyone. Welcome to the 136th expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 24th of Besemios. It is Demis Day. Who do we have playing today?
Hello, I'm Lauren. I am playing Gamora the Hawk, a 4th level Spathari fighter.
And I'm Rory. I'm playing Ergar, the 5th level fighter, with his bard cohort, Fuldrum.
And this is Jason playing Zebedee, the 5th level halfling seer with no cohorts or anything else.
And I'm Steve. I'm playing Herrenby, the level 5 halfling bard.
Great. What are we doing today? I assume we're going through the rugs.
Yeah, through Gog's Cave, through the secret entrance, the Radish of a door, past the gates to the slime room.
Okay. Okay. So we need a torch to get up to the wet caves.
Okay.
Zebedee has the lantern and plenty of oil if you want him to be light
Sure.
bearer. Okay, so there goes one oil flask, and we're on the next.
Okay.
Fuldrum will light a torch.
All right. As we await the going up the steps into the Pillars of Dread area, the Hall of 40 Pillars. Yeah, what are we doing? It's quiet as the grave.
Good.
Marching order. Us up front.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got to wisdom save.
Yep.
Against the Dread.
Oh.
Can my crit inspire others to not be dreaded?
Negative.
Okay. Well, we're good.
Hey. No dread.
Dread.
All right, perfect.
All right. Let's move in.
Okay. Before you make it to 11, so outside of torch range,
Yep.
you hear something shuffling up ahead.
Oh.
Like undead shuffling?
No, sound like single pair of footprints or single pair of prints. Beyond your torchlight.
Do we want to wait or move closer?
Torchlight makes us somewhat conspicuous.
Now, they haven't cried out to you, but you're also not sure if they know that you know.
Up ahead to left or right or straight?
You're not sure. It's beyond your torchlight. You just, heard like some rocks scurry, kind of situation. Something did not sound like a frog jumping, sort of like the normal ambient sounds.
Shall Herrenby sneak forward a bit?
Sure.
Okay. Herrenby will maybe like double back and then go up the little side passage a bit.
Nice. Okay.
No torch, like the torchlight should illuminate where the end of that passage is, so he's just going to go in the dark, and risk that.
But you have the helmet, so you can see in the dark.
No, I don't have the.
Oh.
I don't have the helmet.
You can see that there is a light source coming from room 5 and the broken door, so like circling blue. There's some sort of light, but you do not see the owner of the light.
Okay. I'll
Or owners.
cross to this corner.
Mhm.
And if I still can't see anything, I will start to kind of I'll slip across to the pillar
Okay.
and try and make my way forward until I
Yeah.
can see something.
You see.
I want on my feet with my elven
Yeah.
boots.
Okay. There's a single being in this room, studying the floor and the Radishva door in the corner, wearing a silvery threaded cloak, Veramani size. Next to him is a bucket.
Was Gog in his cave when we came by?
Nope.
Hmm.
Like a chum bucket. Smells vaguely fishy. They seem to be kind of kneeling, probably tracking. It's the best way you could ascertain.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Is this the silver cloak of that hunter, Veramani, that we met before?
No, there's only one being you've ever met in Ardenvul with such a cloak, and that is Gog. Now, this is a Veramani wearing a very similar cloak with their back towards you.
And Gog wasn't in his cave, so this could be him.
Okay, I'll slip back and report back to the party. What I've seen.
It's our buddy. Let's go chat to him. What could go wrong?
Could be Gog. Do we want Gog to know that we can get through those doors, though?
No, we don't want anyone to know that.
Yeah. Gog has seen us going back and forth with some high-tech gear.
Mm-hmm.
So he's maybe, I think he's smarter than he plays. He makes himself sound stupid, talking about how he wants shinies and stuff. But
yes.
Do we know who he's friends with?
Everybody.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only other person it could be. Oh wait, no. If it's our money sized, then no. I don't know who it could be otherwise. Oh well, let's go.
Go forward.
Yeah, might as well.
Gog.
We want to put our lights out, scuttle past, and then turn the lights on again.
No, he knows about this entrance. We've told him about this one, so we can just say we were coming this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's a long way down.
Okay.
Okay. As you approach together with a light source, a Veramani voice will shout in modern Arcantian, Don't shoot, it's Gog.
Thought it was you, Gog. Recognize the cloak.
That you Vulgarians?
Sure is.
You've met Heronby a bunch of times, and Zebedee's been there a couple times. I'm not sure about the others.
Yeah, it's Gog.
Yeah. So he knows us. Give him a drink of beer.
Oh, thank you.
What's in the bucket? Making dinner?
No, rations. Points over. You want one? And it's this little crayfish he loves to eat.
Is it cooked?
Yeah, Ergar will eat one.
No, they're raw.
That's fine. He's too dumb to realize. His background is fisher. I'm sure he's eaten raw bait before.
Yeah.
he very masterfully peels it alive with like one flick and everything.
Gog don't know why they have eyeballs. Gog pretty sure they blind. Okay.
We do not understand the ways of the gods and know what they do.
This is your you come this way. Gog will get out of your way. Don't worry. Sorry. And he'll try to want to scoot by you and go back. Bye, friends.
Like go to the corner and like.
Yeah, Heronby, you wait there, and then we'll poke around this room.
Yeah.
He doesn't like, double back or anything to see.
No, he doesn't go back. But you know that he knows that you're doing something over there.
Mm-hmm.
When people have been doing stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he'll let you.
All right.
Okay.
Buzz the key card.
And the ghost appears. And
It's like, yeah,
starts arguing in Mithric.
The rings with Ollie. He's just, I don't know. He's been holed up in his room. Pondering some arcanum. There
is a spectral Thothian priest in front of everybody who is going from white to like severe green, shouting in ancient Mithric something about a ring. And
I should have brought Potentius.
Ordered.
He wants to know all about this.
Yeah.
This is not behind the doors, right? This is just in the...
No, it's in the doors.
Yeah.
Heronby, do you speak Mithric?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So then it's not just Ergar, but they're saying this is your last chance. Or Thought's vengeance shall reign.
Peace friend. Our wizards, our most powerful wizards, are planning how to breach the temple and to deliver your ring so that you can get the rest that you deserve.
Okay. Can you give me a charisma test for me, please? To placate the ghost.
Does my bardicness let me?
Lets you. Yeah, it's giving you the conditions. No, it's giving you the conditions to do the test. Oh yeah, easy. All right. You bought yourselves another week.
So a month when he gave us the ring to start with.
Do we know the name of this guy?
Oh, he got the ring. We just
it's nearly the end of the month. Yeah.
Is it? Has it been a month since we came through? Jeez, time flies.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of this guy?
Never asked for his name. He definitely doesn't look like a normal priest. Like he looks like he had a special role at some point.
Would Cabalios have recognized that from his garb and stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
And because we were communicating in the language of the high priest, we would have known he was at least high ranking.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Okay. For Jason's benefit, this room that we're now in, the circle here, has a pool of kind of quicksilvery looking stuff. And the big
Mercury, a blessing Mercury.
is a shaft that goes downwards. If you coat things in the mercury looking stuff, then it floats in the shaft. And we think that's how you can travel up and down. There's another shaft that we found.
We had another one. I can't remember now whether it was Zebedee present or not. There's another shaft like that. Did it have a thing like this with it?
Yes. It's this.
Have we gone down?
There were two undead Veramani there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was also the Mercury here.
Yeah, there's still plenty to explore on this level before we
Sure. Okay.
try using this, but yeah. Okay. Yellow key card to open the next door.
Yep, easily. You're now in a jet black floored room with obviously Radishra markings and the like. There is a frieze that runs about Harambee's head height. It goes up about 2 feet. And it shows a bunch, just as a reminder, it shows a bunch of, there it goes. Skinny bipeds that you know would be Radishva subjugating of a bunch of varieties of other creatures. Some are tall, some are bulky, some are snake-like, some are bird-like.
This room just to our north, that's all funky shaped. This is like an Arcanum forge. Kybala's wizard has figured out how to use it, and it can be used to make like magical shields, weapons, jewelry. But yeah, it needs raw materials. It needs Arcanum and like ingots of steel or silver and things.
Didn't I see that we have a giant quantity of Arcanum now?
We have got a lot of Arcanum.
Okay.
But yeah, it's got loads of complicated controls. So far, Kavalis is the only one who's mastered how to use it. There's a couple of storerooms just to the south where we have accumulated some of the raw materials that we've found elsewhere in the Radishra area. So we do have some supplies for using it. Okay. Moving on. We have the rear side of the obsidian gates. There's like a fiery force field across this room.
So have we not gone through the obsidian gates yet?
We have.
We've done this.
We went through the first time, but it needs a big golden rod and a big platinum rod to open it. So it's
which
easier,
we have.
Which we have. That's how we got through the first time. But it's just easier going through the Radishra doors with the key cards.
Okay.
Inside this room, there's a couple of the statues which attack anyone who doesn't have a pale green or better card.
Okay, so the force field you can go through with the card.
Yes, you can use a card to open the force field, but then there's statues inside, so you have to like shuttle people back and forth using the higher clearance cards.
Okay.
And there's some teleporters that dot you around to different places. Some we've explored, some we haven't.
So are we in an actual spaceship now, or is this structures that are here, like they're
like
high-tech
futuristic structures?
Okay.
Presumably built by the Radishra.
Yep. This is their.
Might want to have been spaceship, but we don't really know yet.
And we don't have dozens of Radishra wandering around to chat to. There's nobody here. Okay.
No, all the bodies and stuff we found here are super old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next, this line which says "Do not cross." There are a bunch of lasers that shoot unless it gets switched off. So Heavenbee will take the lead at this point. The yellow key card. Ollie found out the hard way that the lower clearance key cards do not switch them off.
What are high and what are low clearance that we found?
Silver and yellow are the highest. I think yellow is the highest, then silver, then pale green, and then
we don't know.
Sure about the others. Yeah, that's the kind of order that we've figured out so far. Okay, so with Heaven being the lead across this line, that should deactivate laser guns. This was an empty room for the most part, but it has like a rough, was it a crack at the back of this room that leads somewhere?
Correct.
Yeah, but we've not explored it. Carrying down here. This room has some kind of printer machine in it, but it's got a big sign written on the wall saying "Hands off property of Sour Key. Thieves will be tracked and punished."
So that means Sour Key knows how to get into here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
We've not seen any sign of him. He could have written that 2,000 years ago, for all we know.
Okay. And we're friends with him now. He's no longer trying to murder us all.
Friends is a
Friends is a push.
Okay, but at least he's not
Not
pursuing
being
a state.
actively
Yeah,
hunted. Yeah.
that's what I think. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here there was a giant bird statue that was pretty horrible. It killed Star Cleaner last time we were here.
Okay, animate statue.
Yes. But we smashed it.
So now there are pieces of giant animate.
The head is in Gosterwick, if that matters.
Oh, okay.
There's a random pool of water. And then we had a look through this door and got attacked by slime zombies. And then we ran out of time and had to escape.
Zombie humans, zombie puppy dogs.
Oh,
They
no, they were
were-
covered in slime.
Okay, but were they humanoid?
No.
they were earthy lumps.
Okay, so slime blob creatures.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. At this point, we want to switch to individual tokens.
Yeah.
And we don't have a bunch of slime creatures right now in there. You managed to defeat all of them, hopefully.
Yes.
And
What was that?
Unless they regenerated.
okay.
Yeah. If the slime monsters come again, they their touch will destroy metal armor, and tech and stuff. So, and they only seem to be damaged by fire. So they kind of run away kind of monsters.
Okay, but we don't know if they regenerate themselves or anything at the moment. Or Eric would have said, roll for initiative if they did.
Well, we saw this thing right here that had smaller ones in there, so maybe this was like a breeding pod or a growth pod, I guess.
Slime.
Who knows?
Yeah, walk in. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Do we all just want to walk in, or do we want to do any kind of scouting?
Maybe a bit of scouting.
Okay. Herrenby can light a torch and scout ahead.
Okay, yeah, so there are remnants of plasteel and steel apparatuses eaten away in the sandy banks of this well-lit chamber. Furthermore, in this cave, you can see a few things. First off, this cave will end down here with the water carrying on into the wall.
You said it's well lit. Is that well lit by high tech?
A central section,
fluorescent lamp?
Yeah, a central section with lights in it. Correct.
Okay,
I
so
got the
tech lighting.
Yeah.
The ceiling is 40 feet tall. There are numerous niches carved into the walls. You can spy that there is a space up 25 feet up here. 20 feet up here. 20 feet.
Okay, so elevated
here.
things. Okay.
25 feet up here. And 30 feet up here.
Okay.
Zebedee has boots of jumping.
Okay,
So,
sounds good.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a quick loop of the room, just looking for secret doors and things or hidden traps, whatever.
Sure.
Around the outside.
There is nothing.
While Herrenby does that, Demora will poke around in the sand.
There is something actually above the doorway that you come in.
Oh.
It is written neither in Radishva nor Veramani, but it's the same language family.
Okay.
Anybody learned any of the languages?
If anyone has any knowledge of Radishva, there's a chance you could know a couple of the words in here. Okay. It is to describe so troll looks kind of like rough graffiti curves and spirals and stuff. The Radishva looks like very clean, like high elvish curves and spirals and stuff. This one has a spidery look, so like there's more like multiple serifs on the same similar spirals.
Okay. Okay. Once got the all clear.
Yeah.
I'll wave the rest into the room. I'm gonna have a look into this pool as well, see if there's anything at the bottom of the pool. But yeah, if Zebedee wants to try jumping into some of these niches, check out what's there.
Yeah, quite a few shinies are definitely in the pool.
Ooh.
Worth your attention. You just have to dive down and get them.
How deep is the pool? Is it like
It's about 10 feet.
How fast is the water?
It's not. It's really slow. It's more like a gentle pond than.
I'll point these out to our former fishermen. It must be good at swimming.
Yeah, sure. Jump in.
Okay.
Now, what direction is it flowing?
Ergar jumps into the pool and steps on something sharp in the water, and we'll drag it out. It is a huge pink pearl.
Now I have tetanus.
No, it's not metal. It is a massive pink pearl, the size of a grapefruit.
Oh, nice.
It is a whole slot in and of itself.
Yeah. Put it in there.
I theorized that this thing connects to Gog's cave.
Could well do.
We have water here and water there, and we're on the same level, right? We're not down below.
Yeah. No,
there are remnants of shrimp that live in here. The same kind of shrimp, crayfish, freshwater. Shrimp or salt. Right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're freshwater. That's why they're called ditch shrimp.
There's freshwater. There's freshwater shrimp.
Yeah, crawfish. You get them from bayous and streams and stuff.
Yeah, crawfish.
Like that.
Or are crawfish our type of shrimp? I thought they were their own thing. Neither lobster nor shrimp forced to walk their path like a half elf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Anyways.
And anything else in the pool? You originally said Chinese plural.
God damn my voice. You're absolutely right. Yes. There was an aquamarine in there. Worth 10, not worth, but size of 10 coins, like your standard gem size.
Grab that too.
Yeah, Hermby will just be up top, like, dive there, go, go, go.
Nice.
All right, Jason.
Zebedee's got his boots are jumping. I don't know what the mechanics of them are, but hopefully I could use them to jump up successively into these different things. There's, I guess, multiple little caves. There's not just a whole level raised up around the periphery, is it?
Correct?
I think you said cave.
They're niches, caves. Yeah, they're plural. Yeah. In the meantime, you will find not you, Jason, but the river hunters will find a large violet garnet as well. One slot.
Wow. Awesome gems. Okay.
No slime on them.
Good.
So we found these slime guys. You killed them, and there's nothing else. They didn't leave any.
They melted
slime
all of the
layer
and armor and loot and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they melted Demora's +2 chainmail.
Mm-hmm. I was very sad.
Yikes.
That's rough.
Is this the one you jump up, Zebedee?
I was going to start from the the center top, and then work counterclockwise around the room, hopping up and hopping down, and ready to jump back down and run away if there's something particularly threatening in there. But I assume the light penetrates if we've got this big light in the center, so he can get a good look in each one before he goes and pokes around.
Yep. There doesn't seem to be anything of material interest up here, with the exception of what appears to be the remnants of some sort of either like leather or wood that has been gone for millennia.
So you poke around with his staff and kind of see if there's anything in there, and then come down and then go to the next one and dig around.
Nothing but fragments.
Okay, so I may as well do the whole circuit.
All right.
I don't want Big Nasty to come bolting out.
For sure. This one is twice as big as the former, but equally barren. All the rocks in this one and the second one appear to have like scratches in them, signs of use, habitation, but
so
nothing like
not clear.
Nothing like chests or anything. Yeah.
By something that made things, somebody intelligent, not by
correct. You can see there are signs. No, maybe animals, big animals.
Okay.
There are like nooks and places for resting. Human size, like almost like indentations into the rocks where people could sit and stuff like that.
But there's no graffiti, no like cooking fires.
No.
It's like
you said found scratches, right? Like claw marks and stuff.
You have found what would be like some leathery, like just basically like small leather scraps. Would be the smallest thing you've ever found.
So
that are
maybe somebody
they look almost like slime at this point. Yeah, it could be a fragment of the clothes, something like that.
And no metal, right?
Correct. So, zero metal.
Whatever was here could have been slimed to death, and all their metal could have been taken away. Now, did the slime guys dissolve skin and people as well?
The acid did damage skin, yeah.
Okay, so these guys could have dissolved. The slime guys could have dissolved everything that was here before, leaving just remnants. Okay, but the size and layout makes it look like people-sized creatures resided here at some point, but they're long gone.
Are there scratches on the walls as if someone was climbing up? Because there was some talk of. Okay, so people climbing in and out.
They don't look like pickaxe or picks and things like that, but there are scratches up and down the walls, correct?
Are they like bear-sized scratches or?
Yeah, I would say they're probably bear-sized.
So,
pretty reasonable.
Somebody came through,
something with sharp
everybody,
claws.
Ate the people, and then they used the slimers to clean the remnants.
Did the Kalyani have
somebody
claws?
snacked?
Yes, the Kalyani do have claws.
Okay. The Vermani don't. The Radishva don't.
No. Right. You go to the next one.
Which ones are Kalyani?
The fish wizards.
Fish people? Okay.
The next one.
Yep.
Okay. There are two fiery scorched bodies in this cave.
Oh. Human,
this whole
Kalyani, Vermani, Radishva.
They appear bird-like in shape and form. Like bird humans.
Bird man.
Who are bird humans that we've met before?
These are remains, 100% not covered in slime, but this whole cave in here looks like it got hit by multiple fireballs. Like in terms of the level of scorchedness.
There's probably a fight in here, and they fled up into the caves, and then
And the fireballs got them. So do they look like the corpses were
Yeah.
fireballed? Okay, so
or scorched in some sort of way. Definitely killed by fire. But the ravages of time have not super affected them, or at least what they're wearing. Each of them seems to be wearing some sort of like gel on their faces, on their bird faces. That's kind of preserved them. Yeah, so they have like kind of long beaks, big eyes. I mean, like they're all kind of like yellow, before, right? Basically mummified from the. No, you've never seen them before.
Do they look like the freezes we saw when we walked by?
There are bird people in the freezes, yeah. Maybe.
Oh, in those stasis pod things from that.
There were you've never none of them from the stasis pods.
Oh, I thought that's what he meant by freezers.
No,
freezes. So freezes as in like the inscriptions on like the road. Yeah, the etchings. Sorry. Yeah. That makes when you said freezer, no, that makes perfect sense. I'm sorry. That's a weird word. Okay. But the carvings, yeah.
Okay, maybe these are folks we will meet later on, but they only preserved so far by art. Can I?
No, these bodies still have clothes on them that are relatively like intact but scorched.
Yeah, anything. Let's go through the pockets. Yep. Maybe strip the whole thing if these are clothes are of interest. These are probably not leather armor. There's got to be something interesting.
All right. Yes. Up here, there is a so one of the corpses is on top of a two-handed wand.
Two-handed wand. As in a yeah, you guys have rifles and guns, laser guns.
Right? It's a lot like crow feeders. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look like the same make. Like it's the same shape and dimensions, but different model, different make.
Another space weapon, guys.
Another space wand.
Okay.
There are there are two battery packs in it.
Okay, we're taking all this stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have we learned how to operate these things?
Yes.
Okay, so we do know what these things will do. Okay.
There are two Radishra identity plaques. One is pale green, made of plasteel, and the second one is made of platinum.
New key cards.
A platinum key card made of platinum is what I'm trying to say. And the pale green one is made of plasteel. Lastly, there are 25 very small amethysts on one body.
What did I just do?
So, laser gun, two batteries, 2 key cards, 25 gems.
Mm-hmm.
I should be putting this on the map here. Oh, you got it.
I'm writing them down.
Yeah.
On the other body, there are 6 silver rods, 1/2 inches in diameter and 6 inches long.
Do we know anything about silver rods?
Maybe keys.
But we don't have a door that we know of that like has 6 slots in it or something like that. Yeah. There seems to be a good supply of doors around here. Okay.
Would the Veramani have told us when we returned the old passport and they started showing us the old tech? Would they have explained if these rods work with like the game cubes or any of that to us?
No.
Okay.
You know that the game cubes require some sort of crystals.
Okay.
There is another handheld device on the other body. It appears to be like a handheld wand, but it's larger, perhaps, and you can see that it is loaded with bolts, almost like some sort of hand crossbow.
Okay, another weapon. Okay.
Old one.
I'm gonna be like bringing these things down sort of one by one, so that we can
just
sort of
toss up a rope and you can just like lower them by the rope. And then
sure, and then with a sack or something and fill it and pass it down. I think we'd like to bring, if not the bodies, like the heads of these guys back, so we can try to identify them at some point. See if there's any one with lore that could recognize this stuff.
Yeah,
We could ask Gog.
Yeah.
We need to be able to carry all of this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
let's maybe not desecrate the bodies quite yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of bringing the entire bodies out if we could, but that's going to be hard to carry.
You mentioned these are small amethysts. Does that mean there's more of them to a slot?
No. There's 2.5 slots worth of amethysts.
Okay.
So we filled lots of slots right now.
5, 6, 12, so 13 slots.
Nobody brought a Rudishva iPhone that I can take photos with?
Nope.
Is there anything else here, like a last will and testament while they were getting fireballed, or
no.
the scratches on the walls as they were like dying?
Tantalizingly, no.
Well, we've
the body that you're looking at, though, the one that was killed with fire, is punctured by one of these 1 foot long darts. One that appears to have come from the other the gun.
Oh, like they shot each other. One guy shot the other guy.
That's what it looks like.
I wonder how murderer died.
The crossbow, the hand crossbow, for lack of a better term. It comes with a clip of 6 identical darts that look like the same that was in the body of one of these bird people.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pull out the one that we saw. It's the expended one, so we can figure out. This looks like something we'll be able to reproduce. So if we want to make more ammunition,
the tip is broken.
I was thinking
the inside of the bolt is
the
inside of the bolt is hollow.
Oh, so like poison bolts or something. Do we have a smith or anything in our back in Gosterwick that could like duplicate things?
Demora's halfway to being a blacksmith.
Okay. So, but maybe this is something. So pocket the used one as a model, but maybe does it look like the ones that are in the weapon are like their tips are intact and they presumably their cartridges are full of whatever.
Yes,
whatever this thing did.
Exactly. Okay. Yes, they do. The only other information you could probably glean is that the cartridge is not entirely full, as though some have been spent.
Does it have like a percentage load level thing like the other ones, or a number of cartridges?
No,
it's a 6.
No, but I think for I don't think it should be hidden though. It probably has a transparent magazine, and it's probably like you could probably stack 10 of them in there, and instead, or maybe it's like a radial one, like almost like a revolver.
Tommy gun.
Yeah, no, not a drum magazine, but like a revolver of putting the bolts in.
I'm totally thinking of spinning it.
Yeah, like one of those grenade launchers. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got these big old darts in them.
Okay. We need to find.
Sorry, so I brought this up only because you can tell that there's 10 places to put them, and there's only 6 in the machine, the device.
Do we need to do some Tetris to fit this, or
13 slots total?
If there's nothing else up here, then Zebedee will come down and we can do the allocation.
Oh, for sure.
process.
No, That's it.
I have 2
Okay.
torches, 2 oil flasks. And some spikes. Do you want me to drop those?
Fulgrim's got 4 slots.
'Cause I have
Ergar
4.
has 2 slots. That's 6. Somebody got 7
have-
slots.
I have 4.
I can probably clear 3 slots.
Then that's 13. That's everything. So
Okay. So
Okay,
now,
but
but now we're all maxed out, right?
Did the gems? Can you put them in your your free gold slot? Yeah,
you can do
get
10
one.
gems to a slot, though.
Yeah, so like, 3 of us, if we used our the gold bonus slot for
Oh
for
yeah,
the
you
gems.
only need to use 2 of them though, because I put the 5 with the aquamarine because the aquamarine didn't take up a full slot.
Sure. Okay, so I'll take a slot of gems for free, and then the 2 plaques, say the identity plaques.
Okay.
Zebedee he'll start with he's going to ditch his sling to clear a slot and put take our new revolver in there, and then gems to whatever. He can fill 2 more slots with gems.
I took 4 of the silver rods. Somebody take the other 2. Oh, actually, I can take all the silver rods. Okay. 2 characters.
Could I take the laser rifle?
Go for it.
Is that 2 slots? Or just 1?
The laser rifle's 2.
Laser rifles are 2.
Yeah.
The 2. So it's a twofer.
Okay, I have 2 slots for that, and I have 2 slots left.
The
Zebedee, you grab the bolt gun, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that's everything.
Okay, I will save my other 2 slots.
All right. Hang on. So this laser rifle looks different. So I describe it. It looks different than the other ones, right?
Okay.
No, that's it. Okay. You have
Does it have
it has 50% remaining, aka 30 shots.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I jump up the remaining one?
Yep.
Is there just one more or more than one? And let's see. We can't carry it, but at least we can inventory whatever's up here. So Zebedee will work his way around and it looks like there's one more after that to the east side.
Right.
So hop up here.
Mm-hmm. That's empty.
Oh, that's quick.
Oh, no, hang on. While you're up there,
Yeah.
A voice will call from the hall, from the Veruda statue.
Oh. Okay.
The
In
Veruda
Archon-
statue.
From the room with the Veruda statue. The
So that's
Archontian.
Veruda. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. The statue looks like the bodies. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, the other ones say, the voice would call out and say, I could have sealed you in with no way out.
Okay. Who do we know?
You've never heard this voice before.
Oh.
Okay. Who's Mr. Talkie here? All right. I've got.
It sounds like
and
they're
I have
talking
high charisma.
through heavy armor, though.
Well, that's not noise.
Like the muffle part of a helm. You know what I mean? Like when you're hearing it.
Is it very
like
bassy,
Bane.
like
It's
a
not-
Veramani?
No. No, sounds like someone from Newmarket or like our, sounds like
One of Dolphin's darlings, how'd they get it?
And we see anything? Is there
No,
light
they're-
coming from there?
no, and they're deliberately staying in the dark.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna dart across to the bottom of the stairs.
I would not be moving if I were you. Make no more steps closer.
Ergar just
I
comes out of the water.
Just
He's
wanted to make
like,
it easier to speak,
My-
friend.
You can speak plainly from the Veruda death chamber. Their tone is changing. Now,
He said Veruda Death Chamber.
Yeah.
Does it
My
sound
identity.
like a Kiloton automaton?
No, it's a human, again, from Newmarket or something like that, wearing, you can sound like it's kind of muffled from a helmet, but they're deliberate. My identity will not be revealed to you. But I seek information. Provided to me openly and honestly, and we will not have a problem. There's a very imperious tinge to their voice.
Would Fulgrim as a bard recognize like they're trying to put on an accent to falsely sound like they're from Newmarket?
No.
Okay.
But that is like, I mean, you would be able to tell, but no, they're genuine.
Okay.
I'll ask your questions.
Yeah. I seek a new coder. The 5,000 variety. Anything of that sort in this death chamber.
We do not understand the words coming out of your mouth.
Can you describe this?
Table. It is like it is a chair that you sit in, almost like an egg. It has various mirrors in it. Do you know what a screen is?
Would this be what Demora saw in this room?
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do not play dumb with me. You're past the obsidian gates. You know of what I speak.
We haven't been here that long. We haven't discovered much beyond these gates.
The device which you describe isn't something that we have encountered thus far.
What does it do?
Pity. What does it do is not answered by the voice.
Mayhaps you have interest in this magic rock? Ergar trying to diffuse the situation a bit.
No. Our paths will part. Do not follow me.
Okay.
Which way are you going so we know where to not follow?
He doesn't answer. It's a male voice, masculine voice.
I'm wondering if, because the Sunscarred Knights wear these big helmets, if they sound with the same sort of muffledness.
You never really talked to that many knights with their helmets on.
Where do these guys live?
This sounds like this was this sounds like a shakedown, but they by another adventuring party, or at least somebody, right? More less than a knight, but all you have to go off of is a voice.
What did he ask for? A new coder?
New coder 5,000.
Yep. Never heard of that.
With actually, I don't think Ergar's been to the Neoderm room where Gunk Boiler's body was put in. Would it sound like one of those pods?
No, those pods didn't have screens in them.
And mirrors or something? Okay.
Yeah.
That is like a pod you can sit in. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. You do not have the context enough to know. I think it's close. I would say that's contextually close to what they're asking for.
So we know that there's a guy wearing armor wandering around here looking for some Radishva thing.
With a Boston accent.
Thing.
The Boston accent.
I'll give
Where's the fucking computer? Give me the fucking computer. All right.
I'm gonna move up the stairs. I will like wait a spell, give him a chance to get clear, but then I'll go up to the top of the stairs and keep watch from there.
Sure.
So that we don't have.
Did you see where he went? Can you hear him clanking off into the distance?
No, he's as silent as his approach. Or
So
their
you think maybe
approaches.
he teleported in or something?
Who knows?
There's no sign of
Or he-
like ambient light or either,
Yeah.
trailing
Or he
around.
just has magic items that give him night vision and stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And he said we're in a Veruda death chamber. Or
Yeah.
he said he was in the Veruda death chamber. Okay.
We were in the
So-
Veruda death chamber.
We're in the Veruda death chamber.
Yeah, this was the Veruda nest. So we found there was a warning message in one of the previous rooms that we bypassed today
Yeah.
that said the Veruda nests are corrupted and have been quarantined. So these might be the.
The Veruda is a bird thing. So I assume the people we found who are bird people are Veruda.
But also
were
the
Veruda?
20-foot statue could have been a Veruda.
Oh, actually, yeah. Does did the heads of these bodies resemble the big statue?
Yes.
Okay, so
the statues though, like, again, like a Frank Frazetta version of what these things look like the masculine ideal of a warrior guardian, and what these things look like. That thing's like a bald eagle, and these things are like little scrawny vultures. You know what I mean? Like it's not exactly.
So somebody is like
artistic licenses was
hyping them up
had
a little bit.
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay, but okay, so he's their god, they're something or other, but has the right look. Okay, so these guys were Veruda, but we don't know what the slime things were, whether they were like bad mutations or
it could have been
weapon
the
or
mind
something
control
else.
slime that corrupted the eggs or something, or it could have just been a new type of slime. Or
Do we have mind control slime that we bumped into somewhere else?
Hang on, you're just freaking out, Jason. Wait a second, mind control slime.
Yeah, slime seems to be a weapon used by the Hecate. So in that message, it talked about repelling.
I mean, one of the gods they worship is a slime god. So
yeah, so this, might have been an attack by the Hecate, sending slimes to, soften them up and then attack, and that's
bioengineering weapons.
Yeah. So,
All right, Zebedee, you want to check the last one?
Oh yeah, there's I guess one more left. Yeah, let's go see here. I assume there's nothing up here. I forget whether we covered that.
Correct. There's nothing up there.
Yeah. Anything in this last one?
No, it is nothing up there.
Okay. Did you guys explore this top thing?
Not really.
So we should check that out.
They ran in
Because
there,
there's no other
little baby slimes and noped out.
So no other room connections here, except maybe if we follow swim through the water or something.
Correct. And obviously the water is flowing from north to south.
Yeah, it was the northern side
so it is.
like a stream we could actually follow up, because you said the south was just going into a crack.
The northern side actually has a filter on it, or a gate made of plastic. Made of is it made of plasteel? Hang on a second.
Interesting. Any good trash stuck in there?
Oh, no, but there's also in the pool there are numerous skeletons of winged bipeds.
Oh, they like dumped all the bodies in there after they were victims of the death chamber. Oh, no, so they're bird people with wings. No, not just bird heads. They actually have wings.
Yeah.
So there's a little grate to stop attacks coming through.
Yeah.
Unless you attack using slimes, which can just
There is a mesh cover covering the opening.
Any goodies trapped in the mesh?
No.
Anything buried in the sand?
Yeah, they're buried in the sand if we take our time. I believe
they were exploring. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You also will find, each of you will find 3 bronze daggers that look ceremonial in nature. One of you will find an inoperable, like completely broken, sand-filled wreck of a laser pistol.
Nah.
That's it.
Gotta figure out how to manufacture these things.
The ceremonial daggers, they look ceremonial because they have intricate carvings and stuff on them, or
Yeah.
would
Correct.
it be to any gods we know or something or recognize?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, there's no context here.
Do they look evil and demonic? Like, are they jagged and very?
They are
edge-worthy
no,
daggers?
they're curved and resemble a bird talon.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we think these daggers are somewhat important? Maybe we should take them, or
No. Well,
it's probably just a mundane item crafted by the bird people.
Yes.
Maybe take one. I'll free up a slot for one.
Okay.
So the person who didn't find the laser rifle would also find something else of note. They would find a 2-foot cylinder that was almost like a bone, made of black chitin.
It's like
Empty.
a leg of a anthropod.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Now, we haven't checked out the northern chamber fully.
Yeah. Do we want to go poke around there a bit more?
Yeah,
No.
let's make sure we've done this whole space.
Okay. This whole area to the north is worked blue granite. The back wall is smooth black glass.
This wall.
Correct.
Hey, it's Steve. Oh, I was
Rip
about to say,
Steve.
Steve pasted a bunch of text into the chat, which I just see now. Where did we get that text from?
That was from this main control room here. A hologram comes and repeats that voice.
Oh, so we heard a voice saying that in a control room. Okay, so right. Okay.
So there's a 4-foot by there's a 4-foot kind of ovally container with a cracked broken glass over it. Inside is covered in this rust-colored slime, and something is moving, or in fact, there's a few things moving inside that can't get through the glass. That are reacting to you all in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the rust slime generator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they're stuck in the glass,
Not go near them.
peek the other rooms. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
You go first.
The right, Demora, your room. There are 2 teleporters, the north and south.
Oh.
Silvery. So they look like Radishva silvery circles with square circles on the walls, with runes. Yeah, with runes on them.
Can someone review for me the different types of teleporters now? We're up to 3 or 4 different kinds of teleporting.
Oh yeah.
Also 5.
Yeah, I think 4.
Because we have the ones that need square tiles to operate, which we have not.
We have the
operate
face
yet.
ones. We have the face ones, which are the Sortian teleporters. We have these Radishva ones, which are the really technical, advanced silver ones. We have the Thothian teleporters that are probably similar to these. And then we have the Celtic knot. Oh, actually, those are the Sortian ones. right? Yeah,
And then we think that the Heketi have
probably their own
black
teleporters.
slime ones.
But do
You
we know
have-
what they look like? We haven't.
No, you don't
seen
think you
another
have.
stuff.
You have seen one. You have seen one of those before. Those are not fake news.
Okay.
All right.
The other room
And
looks
they're
to
all
be
not compatible, correct? We haven't figured out how to cross the streams and go from one type of teleport to the other. Okay.
unknown. Ergar, what you're looking at is a barren cabinet or like shelves.
It's not like everything's been destroyed, or it's just like degraded over time.
Unknown. They are no longer intact. Whether it's
There's no debris or anything. It's just empty.
oh yeah, completely empty, stripped.
Okay.
The only thing you can see is like the shadow of where shelves once were.
Is
or
that
the
what
opposite of
it's
a shadow?
I
The
didn't
tan line. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what you call that. The non-discoloration.
Yeah.
What is it that is 4 feet tall? An orange rectangle?
A raised hemisphere off the ground. Rip Steve again.
Hemisphere.
Yeah, the other hemisphere, the other part of the sphere is, or really more like an ovaloid. But whatever, hemioval, rather than a hemisphere. And the top part of that hemioval is glass rather than stone.
So is there something inside this thing?
Yeah, it's completely covered in this rust-colored fuzzy slime. Inside.
Oh, that's what you were saying before.
Ebony, get away from the glass.
Think of like an old aquarium, that's like covered in algae. It looks kind of like that, only there's like shadows inside of it that are like moving, and occasionally the shadows like bump into the glass, and you see more rust just bumping into the glass. There's some sort of rust amorphous blob is boom, boom, boom.
Oh, so the slime is on the inside, not on the outside.
Correct.
Oh, fuzzy slime. Okay.
Well, the top is cracked. It could get out if it wanted to, or if it knows how.
Zebedee, back away. Don't poke the fish.
Yeah, let's not poke the thing. Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Set it on fire later. Okay.
It wants to be free. It needs to be free.
It needs to die, is what it needs to do.
Older just fireball the room.
Probably, preferably with not you in it.
Yeah, well, he's been yelling, Zebedee, get away from the fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, there are 2 teleporters on the other side.
It's not smart enough to get out in the last 2,000 years. It's probably not going to figure it out right now.
Yeah.
Do we know how
to react to presence? It could have just been like hibernating the whole time.
Yeah. Maybe. So keep our distance. Do we know how to operate these teleporters? Did our key cards operate them the same?
There's just a button we push on them and they take us somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do we want to try these out, or do we want to carry on? Because there's 2 more doors and another corridor just out here.
Yeah, we should check.
Yeah, let's check these.
Okay. All right, let's regroup out in the hall.
Yep.
So one of these is another iris door.
Correct.
And that is this one.
A locked wooden door.
Does it look the same as the one to this?
Correct.
Nest?
Yes.
Do you want to see if this might be more nests with more slimes? Do we want to have a little peek? Because they weren't active immediately. It was only when we started talking. We could just have a little peek in.
Have a peek. Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, we'll be
slam and hold this door shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Ergar will be ready to shut the door if need be, and Fulgrim's ready to fireball if need be.
All right. You want to pick the lock?
Yeah.
Okay. You pick the lock, revealing there is a 20-foot stairwell descending into a 10 by 30 foot long worked stone corridor of blue granite. The edge of your light says that the end of there opens into something bigger.
Okay.
So this is a straight passage to here, basically.
You get immediately bombarded with smells. Guano, sulfur, bone.
Okay.
Neat.
More Veruda nest. Is there any light?
Yes. Actually, no, you should be able to see at the edge of your light because it is well lit. There is another large, expansive cave. The light is directly over a pool that's running west to east.
Well, probably connects to the other one.
There's a small island in the pool, and you can see that there are 3 very gaunt, skinny, bird-like creatures that are on that island.
Ooh. Did they look like they're suffering from 2,000 years of inbreeding?
I don't know what that means, but yes. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what. They're very short.
Ooh.
Why didn't they just walk out the door?
They're
Because
like
they were
vampires. They
water
can't cross
themed.
running water.
Maybe Mr. Bird statue wasn't keeping people out; it was keeping them in.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Have they noticed that this door has opened?
Oh, absolutely. They're currently stunned silent.
Hey
They're not
guys.
moving at all.
Okay. I am going to activate my translator wristband.
Oh, that's good to have.
I've got one of those Radishra bracelets with me.
Oh, nice. Cool. Time to remember what they do. Okay. I want to make sure that lets you. Okay. The first thing that happens is there's a message that shows up on the screen. Like on the wristband when you press the button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. And it appears that it's on.
Okay. Can I read the message on the screen? I'm guessing it's just in.
No, it's symbols.
Okay. I'm gonna try saying Veruda to it. See if that tells it what language I want to translate. And then I'm gonna step like right into the doorway. And just say, like, call down into the room, greetings from the outside world. Veruda people.
Right. For everyone else, when you say this, there is like a brief echo, and then there's bird calls that go out.
Coming out of the machine or in response?
No. Coming out. Basically, kind of like a loudspeaker.
Okay. Wow, impressive gadget.
Nice. I hope it can translate Veruda speak back into any other language. Are they still just stunned silence?
No. They scream out a word. Your thing can't translate. Rauk. And it's coming up to you, like you see like a red error message. Rauk. Then you see it's Rauk. Rauk has come.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Ralph. You got a new name.
The old, yeah.
Hey, I'm with Ralph.
Okay.
Another name. They scream. It must be the child of Lejour. Rauk is here.
Okay. So we have two names, Ralph and
The
Lejour.
tribes. Like, gather the tribes as everyone screams.
They speak Lejour might be
and they literally speak like together like they're saying like it's translating for you, right? But it's obviously like Bene Gesserit, like fucking iterations of the mystic one who comes with our language, will open the way for, like they're reciting the words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our faith has been answered.
I'm gonna, in a stately manner, descend the staircase towards them. Say, yes, gather your people, gather your strong and your wise.
You want it coming down with you?
And then like the Bene Gesserit voice files again. It's like ka. And what's going on though is that your translator is having a little bit of an issue because obviously they're not speaking the same language, but like it's close, right?
Yeah,
like,
it'll be like
they're speaking
exactly years of drift.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, like come and back me up. But
okay.
I'll as their words are translated, I'll like repeat them back in our content to the rest so they know what's going on.
I think we should all come down and look heroic.
Yeah, I'll just like solemnly descend the stairs and walk to the entrance of the room.
They're all eagerly like watching you all because they've like pretty scared.
Did they have any obvious drinking vessels, like out there, or
they all have like they definitely would have like these stone cups and bowls for sure.
Zebedee is going to magic some beer into a couple of their bowls.
Oh, these people haven't had alcohol probably for thousands of years.
Exactly right.
For your first miracle.
Okay.
Let's cheer them up.
I pull out some of the crawfish I took from Gog's bucket and hand it to them?
Well, it's probably the same one. It's probably the same river here.
Yeah, that's what they've been eating.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say something along the lines of, your in the time of your ancestors, your people were attacked, and you've been forced to live alone for many generations, but we have opened the doors and returned to you.
Rauk has opened the way. No, this could be Feeney's work. Like another one, like a naysayer says, yeah, it could be the Feenies. And you hear, you're not, Feeney, you Rauk. Rauk.
Maybe that's the species they think
he hasn't talked to Rauk. Rauk must meet his other half. He shows no interest.
Bring me.
He is the Feeny.
The artifacts that have been handed down through the generations.
Rauk.
Bring me to them that we might show that we are true.
The authorities. Here. Okay.
I'm hoping that they've got like some ID cards or something.
They have.
We can pull out ID cards.
There is so let me figure out where it is in this place. All right, it would be over here to the right.
So there's lots of stuff down here. I'm wondering if Mr. Armor Dude has visited with them.
Door was locked.
Obviously, if he wasn't very nice. He didn't help him out.
So they'll tell you to approach. There's this 30-foot ledge, and they tell you that Ralph's up here.
Oh.
Okay.
Should we go visit Ralph?
How difficult to climb?
I have a rope
They
of
literally
climbing.
just like scurry up there like a Archaeopteryx would, the bird dinosaur thing, you know, like they can like half fly, like a chicken.
Yeah.
I've got a rope of climbing if you want to pop up there.
Oh, there we go. So we can do that. We could.
Send it on up, and then we can go up and see what they've got.
Is it just you going
So
up there?
to everyone else, all you all are hearing are just bird calls and hisses and stuff, right? Like they're clearly like almost hostile. Like they're like watching you all. There's about there's at least actually probably the whole damn group's here. You're looking at least 60.
Maybe hold the escape route. I'm hoping that they don't have magic weapons, in which case they can't hurt me. So
If I can intoxicate the whole bunch, they won't be too much of a threat.
Yeah, can I borrow your magic rope to?
Yeah, I gave it to you when you walked over there.
Okay. Sure, I'll send the rope up and then climb up. See what they've got up here.
Okay. So there are two things up here in addition to an absolute litany of like what I mean, for lack of a better term, they look kind of like dream catchers made of like little bones and sticks and stones and stuff, and you know, that kind of stuff. They're like, it's like adorning, like as though you would a saintly shrine, which is a Radishva lockbox, which you've seen plenty of like scattered around like in the forge and all that kind of stuff. Only this one has been like painted and etched on and you know, rayed with wreaths of knitted old feathers and claw bones.
And they just couldn't figure out how to open it?
Next to it is a what appears to be a statuette in the shape of a Veruda with yellow eyes. And when you approach it, the eyes begin to glow, and a disembodied voice cries out in a language that sounds like a bird call. So I'll read it out to you, and then translated by your bracelet. Children, we have put this wisdom aside. You must wait for Rauk to arrive and bring you back into the favor of Lil Jor. Only those who possess the proper authority may recover our lore. Rauk.
You got the yellow key card?
I'm some good rocking.
These chests, do they open to key cards, or do they need like does it have a lock on it, or
No lock.
like any kind of pad or anything?
Yeah, it has a pad.
Okay. Does it look like the key card pads?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a circle on the lid of the chest that like has not been interrupted by the rest of the adorned adorations on the box.
I'm worried that trying to use a key card and then it isn't a key card to open it will result in them thinking that we are did they say Fini? Whatever their, you know, devil counterpart is.
But Eric, you said we've seen these chests before, right?
Yeah.
And we know they react to a key card.
Yep.
And you have the highest one with you, right?
I have the yellow key card, yeah.
Try
Yeah.
it. What happens?
I mean, that's the captain's key card, so.
Yeah. Is there among the Veruda who are up here? Do any of them look like they are in charge?
Yeah. The ones that are only up here are a particular. They appear to be like a clan. Maybe they have like a red band or something like that separates them.
Okay.
The custodians of them have the same repeating hand crossbows that you found in the other
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna take out the ceremonial dagger, and kind of present that to them. When I take it out, is there any kind of recognition of it?
Yeah, and they have they have some sort of like expression. And
okay. I'll present it to one who looks authoritative among the group, and be like, this is a welcoming gift. And then I will pull out the yellow key card. Do they show any signs of recognizing?
They have no idea what this. No.
Okay. No. I'll try and use the yellow key card on the chest.
Sure. The chest opens. It like decouples. Click.
Okay.
There's a little bit of like a space that was like a kind of like a solid cube. There's now like a adjoining spot. There's the springs have kind of slightly opened. All you have to do is lift it open now.
So dust starts
Yeah.
cinematically coming out of the cracks.
Yeah, flow. It's got a damn fog machine in it that starts up.
Okay.
got-
I'll put away the
Liquid nitrogen or whatever. Yeah. You can.
and flip the lid.
Okay. All right.
Doing everything like slowly and ceremonially, not.
Of
not
course.
casually flipping it open.
Yeah, as is.
I'm a bard. I know how to milk it for the drama.
Absolutely. Okay, so in the chest to the Shrine of Rauk, at the very top is a pale green Verdishra identity plaque. Next to it are 2 laser pistols in perfect standing order. Those 2 things are sitting on top of a great big battery. Next to the great big battery are 5 smaller batteries. And assuming we're taking those things out, there are 4 heavy platinum bars. And sealed up is a half dozen of these pink data crystals. We've seen these before.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a data crystal reader?
No. And then lastly, there is a pair or a set of ivory plaques that are recorded in the same language or the same sort of style that you've seen on that was written above the other chamber opening. The spidery style of Verdishra. For intents and purposes, I'm just going to call this Veruda.
Okay.
Or Veruden.
Okay, the translator doesn't help with the written language at all, does it?
No.
Like, it's got nothing that can scan it with. Okay. I'll kind of like ceremonially take everything out, lay it all out.
Yeah.
Do the Veruda around here, did they lean in as if they can read what's on these ivory plaques?
Oh yeah, everyone's trying to look at them. None of them know what it says.
Okay.
You hear there's some whispered questions of what of Hooktalk? And they point up to the stairs whence you came.
The ancient guardian has been destroyed.
Yeah, and they repeat. They go, "Oh."
My companions are mighty warriors, and they have reduced it to rubble. We have come to set you free from your long imprisonment, but also because we need your help.
Anything.
And I'm going to point to the big battery. Say, we were sent to retrieve this.
What? Well, what about us? You're here to retrieve us too.
Yes.
Right.
There are still enemies, even after all this time.
Amy.
The Fini are still abroad in the world, and so we're seeking strength of allies, and I'll gesture expansively at them, and of weapons that we might put an end to the scourge once and for all.
Weapons? I say, pointing at the laser pistols and stuff.
Like point to the laser pistols. These are powerful weapons.
So there's everyone, you hear it like down below, like everyone's like, what's he saying? What's going on? Like everyone's like waiting because no one's up there could see.
Just drink up. All will be made clear.
They have no idea what you're saying.
I'll say like these are weapons, and I'll point to the data crystals. These hold the wisdom of your ancestors, but there's a second device that is needed to make them speak, and I'll point to the statue, like to speak the way that this one speaks.
Right. You can tell that they're having a hard time understanding you. Mm-hmm. Right? Like the drift is clear when you're talking about these things. But I'm kind of slow playing it as though we're working through this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to teach them to speak Arcantian.
So,
what do you they want to know what you will have them do?
I mean, we can't really take them back to the manor.
Why not? Bring all of them with us.
I think trying to come into Goblin Town with 60 weird bird dudes might be a bit of a diplomatic situation.
Just show up in the Veramani courts with a bunch of refugees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to say you've done extremely well, better than anyone could have hoped, defending, protecting these for all these years. I need to tell my companions what a good job you've done. And I must show them this, and I'll point to the big battery, and like point to the strongest ones, be like, carry it down so that they can see what a good job you've done.
Ergar just puts his arms out to catch it.
To everyone, because we've probably have now like read different bits of Radishva things and references, and this would be called a greater power supply. These are 3-foot long cylinders of white plasteel that have a flat panel with a glowing Radishva glyphs revealing the charge percent. These are like massive compared to the
Does
small
this one
little
look like it would fit
1
inside
inch
the
diameter? But they fit inside what? The turret?
The turret.
No, the turret doesn't. The turret doesn't need one.
No, the control.
Oh yes, it would. Yes,
that's why I want it. Like everything else here would be lovely to have, but to be able to power up the turret.
Yeah.
What turret is this?
We found.
By the way,
it's like a laser machine gun turret.
But how did you haul it out, or is it in the dungeon somewhere?
We just carried it.
Okay, so it's person size. It's not like mounts on a roof or something. Okay.
No, it's not like
on your seat. Somebody sits in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get them to basically carry down the big battery for me.
Oh yeah, they absolutely will. They'll do everything for you here.
Data crystals too.
They'll,
We'll need those.
they will happily help Rauk.
Yeah. I don't want it to look like I'm just robbing everything, so I'm just going to ask for that for the moment. And then I'm going to climb down and say, yeah, bring it over this way while I tell my companions, again, what a great job you've done guarding these treasures.
They're whispering, all saying that it's not safe that Feeny walk the halls. It's like, that's like, kind of like what they're end up whispering amongst themselves and things like that. But Rauk needs this for his for the final battle, like the final apocalypse battle.
Ask if they mean the rust slimes when they say Feeny.
I don't want to sound like I don't know what things are.
Yeah, fair.
We need to look competent and all-knowing.
Yep.
2, 3,
okay, so
4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 data crystals.
8 pink data crystals. Okay. Well, do we want to escort the leaders to Gog and use him as an intermediary, or just kind of leave them to their own with the door open, or?
Oh, they'll all get lasered. No.
Yeah, they can't come in and out of this area.
Yeah.
If these teleporters work, then they could
go somewhere, wherever.
I mean, we could stand by with the lasers deactivated, let them all march out.
Well, we could actually use this area as an inside base now, right? Because if they've been here,
just come by, so it's probably not.
Right, but we have to figure out what he's doing. But if that dude's never come in here, maybe we can move a rug here and set up a base here so that we don't have to be going trekking so far. But or figure out a quick way to get in and out through this area.
This river continues here?
Mm-hmm.
I bet it connects to Gog, but there's probably a filter or a barrier along the way.
Yeah, there is.
Well, that might be something to it. If we can remove the barriers, then we can actually let them swim through.
Yeah.
Well, here's the Toffee and teleporter. If we can figure out how to use those, then we can get straight to Gog's cave. And
the color-coded tile combination.
Yeah, we haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, we just don't know the address for it. Yeah. So what are we doing with them?
Should we have a break while we think about it?
Oh yeah, we're definitely at break time. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
As we're joining here, there's a 10-foot pit, just full of bones. Over here, everyone gives it a wide berth.
You gotta bury your dead somewhere.
Oh no! They put the living in there.
Oh.
Anyone who comes too old, they just throw them in there.
Oh. Yeah, I guess with the limited resources of a single cave, you gotta be pretty.
I guess is this a hallway with living quarters or what?
This is a sort of multi-communal area. There are cliffs darting all over here as well. They don't want to let you up if they can help it. They're clearly like different clans or groups.
Yeah. Okay, so no way really in or out except for that stairwell.
I'll just give you the whole map since we're here. They also have a teleporter.
They have a teleporter.
And they also have one of those circle things. Ovals.
Is it cracked and corrupted?
No.
I wonder.
Inside you can see that this place there's like the glass is sort of like slightly tinted yellow. You can see the inside there's sort of or like slight infrared to it, like there's heat. It's empty.
Like an incubator.
But there is in here there's 2 Verdishra teleporters, but that place with the shelves is not empty. In there is a large like square machine.
Like the printer that said property of seller key.
No, exactly.
What's the slots to the printer? Does it take like a data crystal input, or does it take like a square input, or is it just a bunch of buttons and we don't know?
They're just buttons.
Okay.
But based on the conversations and stuff they're talking about, you know that apparently this is where they get the food.
Mm-hmm.
That's their food.
It's a replicator.
Well, you know they eat, they eat the shrimp and stuff, or the crayfish from the rivers as well. But there's also this thing.
Okay. So they have an infinite food supply and a finite space supply.
I mean, should we just take one of them as a representative to talk to Gog or talk to the Veramani?
They have no idea what those other side rooms do. Tell us, Rauk, tell us of the silver circles.
They probably teleport between the pods, the the nests.
Between these rooms.
I'm thinking. So it was said that they were isolated. They were quarantined. So I wonder if the teleporters have been switched off.
Yeah.
So it might be dangerous to use them. Like they might just not work, or you might get teleported
into a fire pit.
Into an instant death zone. So I'm quite glad that we didn't test those teleporters. I'll all in good time. All in good time. There's much to tell your people. I'll just kind of brush that question off for the moment.
Okay.
I think we should take 1 or 2 representatives, talk to Gog, maybe ask about the history with the Veramani, and then maybe take them to the troll courts and present them as a lost race of allies.
It will definitely come out that we have been behind the Obsidian Gates. Are we okay with that?
I mean, what are we going to do? Lock them back in here?
I'm okay with that.
You said you're here to free them.
I know.
Yeah. But you also told them to wait. You also told them to
but
wait.
We freed them from the room. They can come out of their room now.
They are.
We could go exploring. So we can say you're free from your room, and we will be back to lead you to the promised land, or something like that.
I mean,
we could explain, like, for now, like, this is step 1 in building up towards the final battle. We've got the big power supply. We've got what we came for. We have destroyed the Guardian, but there are still dangers. We can explain to them that corridor is still instant death to them. But there's this second room which they could spread into, and we don't know what's down this corridor.
And we don't know what's behind the Radish door.
And we don't know what's behind this door either. but we could say, you've lived in this cave. We're now doubling the space that you have.
Tell them to avoid the slime.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that we'll be back, and that they should train their best warriors, because they need to be able to defend themselves, because the Fini may still be traveling the halls, something like that.
Mm.
And that this is their opportunity to prove themselves.
Okay.
You have space for the big battery?
Pack 5.
I can make space. Pack 5.
I have 4 slots.
Okay. Do you have something that you can pass over to me, and I can make space for it?
Here, take an oil flask.
Okay. Take the oil flask. Okay, are we all good with that being how we handled this?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to come back.
Yeah. So I'll explain. The Guardian has been destroyed, but the Fini are still abroad, as I've said. But we have opened the way for you to expand, to give you more space. If you can one representative from each of the tribes come and let us show you where there is more space for your people, so you're less crowded, and so that we can show you where danger lies. Are they cool with that?
Oh, absolutely. And they know they're going to be like very cautious about this.
Yeah.
But you can see that like they're scared, but also when near you, like they're definitely not going to try to like share their fear. Especially between, everyone has to be very toxically brave right now.
Yeah.
And everyone's trying to like prove that they're already like kind of like a great warrior, but everyone here, you can tell that deep down their little bird bones are terrified and rattling.
Okay. Right. Let's take them up the corridor and show them the remains of the statue that has been shattered and its head broken.
Oh yeah, no, the shattered statue. They all like kind of like do like their own like little sign of, it's true. Like what if there was any doubts about your power and things like that, it's gone.
Okay. And then, okay, the most important thing, this corridor up here. This corridor means death. Like you cannot go into that corridor.
Okay.
Or you will be destroyed.
Do we want to show them the other room that has 2 dead Veruda in it? It's very inhabitable, but we've got 2 stripped dead Veruda.
That's what we're doing. But I think that's what Steve's plan is.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't let them go and slime themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll come in here.
Yeah. The 6 of them, the 6 delegates will come down here and they'll be like, what the?
Up here there is still some danger. But it is trapped for the moment, but don't go near it.
I mean, do you want me to try to fireball it? Destroy it?
Yeah, purge. Ralk, use your might. Purge us of the danger.
Yes, we will show you how strong we are. Come, my allies. Burn away the danger and make this place safe for our for our allies.
See, he speaks the holy tongues. And like as when you speak Arcantian, like they have no idea what you're saying. It sounds like to them angelic, It's just like when you're just like, yo, dude, blow that shit up. They're like,
do you want me to do what?
He speaks the language of the ancients. To them.
Just pulls out his little stick and points it.
Yeah.
And poof.
What does that stick do? Yeah. Right. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. So, again, like they are absolutely sold on your power and might and your abilities. between
It only does 8 damage to
you
it,
have
but-
you've surprised them speaking their language, right? Or at least the language of their, like, the old language they still remember, right? Followed by followed by Rauk communicating with Rauk, proving that, saying that the destruction of the statue is another one, right? And then the fourth one here is the final sign of, like, just totally blasting the shit out of this place, but they've never seen this before, right? Just from a stick going like Igneo and just going like boom, to them it's just like a completely another level of awe-inspiring smiting.
Okay.
Which of us should get this chamber? Which of your favored? You have one more who's more favored than the others.
So it was only through working together through all these years that that you kept the wisdom of your ancestors secure. And so you must work together and share in this space. But before you use this space, some of your ancestors are still here. They died long ago fighting the ancient enemy, and they must be shown the utmost respect.
The betrayers. The
And I
Feeney.
will I'll gesture towards the cave where the two bodies were.
And you say they're up there.
Yeah, they're up there. Before you start to use this cave, you must take them and you must treat them respectfully.
They immediately begin to go up and want to grab the bodies. Like, hell, yeah, we help.
Yeah,
please burn them. Smite them, and they'll come over, and they want to bring them over to where that pod was. That's like still smoldering. They want to put the bodies there. Smite them.
Oh, they want you to fireball their own bodies.
Ashes. Yeah. We will take their ashes with the others.
Yeah, I mean, if we have live ones, we don't really need to take the body to show anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they don't have heads, right? Don't you need to take their heads?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't cut these.
We
heads off.
didn't. I was suggesting that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Apparently, their customs for the old ones is that they have ashes of them. So.
Yeah. Now we've met living ones. We don't need heads as
exactly.
trophies.
Yeah, we can just take a living one if we need to later.
I don't know if do you want to risk using the wand again in case it doesn't work? Maybe.
I mean, assuming the pod's still on fire, there's some like smoldering stuff there, right?
I think they want to see the fireball wand again, but we could say like, no, this is your job. Like,
yeah, this is great magic. We'll show you a flint and tinder and how to make your own fire.
Yeah, I think that's the way that I'm gonna play it. Like,
I have an oil flask, and I can give up my flint and steel.
This power is for destroying enemies. It's not to be used frivolously. Like, these are your ancestors, and so I put this onus on you. If you want to use the halls of your ancestors, then you treat them with respect and dispose of the bodies.
They're confused, but they're not going to show it to you. They definitely were kind of expecting you to do this for them.
I mean,
they'll find a way. It's a challenge. We must follow. This is a challenge for us. We will figure that. We must walk this narrow path. They're very like ritualistic and speaking in parables and that kind of stuff.
Demora, you want to just leave the flint and oil kind of like in the vicinity and see if they can figure it out?
Sure. I will do that.
Okay.
Okay. Do we want them to take the bodies back to their main tribe? So they can show like their ancestors off? Or are they wanting to deal with it here away from everyone?
Yeah, do they think it will be beneficial to show the normal people?
No.
Let the leaders deal with it.
No, if anything, they do ask to bring back pieces of the statue.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then lastly, I'm going to say down this hallway, there is also danger. We our priority was to find you, and we have not yet used our strength to make this way safe as well. So for now, we ask you to expand, enjoy the space that we have given you, and train yourselves and be watchful for the Fini. For they are tricksters and dangerous. And we will continue to ready ourselves for the final battle against them.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay, I've done a lot of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything they want to throw in with these guys?
No, I've done my part. I've given them the flint and steel. I've given them the oil. Hopefully they figure out.
We've made good friends with them. We've shown that we're there to provide them with things.
Yeah, you all are all sanctified in their eyes.
We just want them to be scared of everybody else so they don't go making friends with giant stompy guys in armor or getting them all themselves all killed by a big stompy guy in armor.
Do we want to peek down this hallway real quick just to secure it, and then we can maybe head back? I don't know.
Is that the way the big stompy guy went?
We don't know.
That's what we don't know.
Do we see tracks?
I really want to know. So we thought we were the first people to get past the obsidian gates, but apparently we aren't. So there's somebody else walking around here that's a modern, that isn't a Varamani or a Rudishva or something wandering around. So who the heck is this guy?
Don't know.
What were these guys armed with? You said, did some of them have the little hand crossbow things?
Yeah, there were three. Three of them of the red tribe that were kind of the shrine guardians had these crossbow things. Okay. Everyone else basically has like sticks.
The little ones like we found the modern one, the
modern Rudishva hand crossbow things.
I'm gonna share. I want to see what. So, do they have actual bolts in there, or have they fashioned their own?
No, they still have the bolts, which also probably means they've never been fired.
Okay, but good for them. Okay, so they're armed. Make sure they know not to point them at each other.
Do we want to check this Rudy door to see at least what color it takes?
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And because it's going to override the map, I'll just kind of draw it over here.
Just draw it there, yeah. It's a teleporting door. Goes over there.
All right.
Okay. No.
Sorry. The last thing I want to explain to them is that when we come back, it might be more of my companions, but we shall identify ourselves by the name of our tribe, the Vulgarians.
Okay.
I'm going to, keep repeating that until they can recognize the Archontian word, because the translator's not going to be able to do anything with that.
They can't pronounce it, but they try to. The Vulgar.
They don't need to. They don't need to be able to say it. They just need to be able to recognize
it.
And I'll explain to them. And anyone who doesn't identify themselves as Vulgarian, they could be Fini in disguise.
Down this corridor, you hear in your corridor a bird call. It says, "Witness me," and a bird will jump down, Like you hear it like jump and land and run towards you
It's
From
not one of
where?
them.
and stop in front of you. No, it's one of them.
Okay.
Oh, but
Think it was-
from the big cave.
No.
He jumped down from somewhere?
Yeah.
Came from this corridor.
Yep. He came down this corridor.
Oh, okay. So
In hand,
we heard a thump.
in hand, a short sword of Arcantian make.
Oh.
And but
Okay,
it,
so-
like, almost like ready to attack you, but then kind of stops and it's like
I'll kind
Yeah.
of like step forward and be like, "Your weapon cannot harm me."
Well, but he sees you're
No.
surrounded by other
Did you see me?
Varuda who are worshiping you.
You see how fast I ran? Kind of like I ran from up there. It's safe for me because I'm quick.
Oh.
Where did he run from?
Oh,
Did
this
he
was
run
You don't know,
down?
somewhere in the dark. You just heard like a jump from like somewhere like down this area, and then you hear like a Naruto run, and this guy holding a little short sword, a little bird guy with a short sword. Like clearly, this guy's like young and wants to impress you, right? He's clearly
Oh,
trying
but
to
was
impress
this-
you with a feat of daring.
Oh,
was this
good job,
one that
dude.
And
broke off from the group while we were showing them?
no, this one is definitely none of them. In fact, like the six, I was gonna say Pharisees, but like the six heads of the group are like looking at you, going like young, they call them like young something, right? Like they can't, go back. What are you doing? What are you holding? What is that in your hand? Like they're like clearly like cursing, like, look, I did it. But like this, they're clearly taking the chance to like be brave and like prove to you like their might, right?
But, okay, so they know this guy. This guy he's with the gang.
What are you gonna do with this Joker?
And he came from somewhere.
They've maybe got
So
like,
there's a back door or something.
yeah, there's maybe a back door. They've not been able to come up this way before because the statue's broken.
The bird, yeah.
I'm gonna recognize that, like, you have shown great bravery.
His great stupidity. They cry out behind you, right? Admonish him, scold him. They want you to ruin this little kid's life for being
I
so
want to know where he
daring.
got his short sword
How
from.
young is he? Like an actual child, or is he like?
No, he's like a young. I don't know. He's a young bird. I don't know. They all look like young birds. Who knows? The difference between an
He's
old
not
bird
like
and a
others,
young
like,
bird might be like
enemy-
6 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you know?
Baby bird fluff. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not like a little child. It's a young adult eager to prove themselves.
So good for him. Brave
Yeah,
fella.
I'm going to say, for so long you've been on the defensive, you've been guarding the wisdom of the ancients, but perhaps this youth, although he is foolhardy, he is showing some wisdom. The time is coming where we take the fight to the Fini, and bold moves will be required. But this young one still has much to learn.
Have him come with us to
Perhaps
go
he could,
down the hall.
yeah, perhaps he could learn more traveling with us and learning the ways of the wider halls.
Yeah, they'll that's a good answer for them. They'll be stuck with them.
Yeah, I want to recruit this guy.
Yeah.
You will be my I don't know what the bird equivalent of page boy is, or what a suitable word would be.
Your fledgling.
Does he have wings?
Fledgling makes sense. Yeah, of course he has wings. Yeah.
I was
gonna go with something like squire and squaw, but it didn't really work.
Flower.
Yeah, I couldn't make it work, but I was definitely thinking in that way.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to disguise him because you can't just pop a helmet on his head.
That's fine. It's just one guy.
Yeah.
Be like,
a witch
will come with us and you
cursed
will-
our companion to make him look like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is just I'll just explain to him. Oh, that's just guys under a bird curse.
Yeah.
Cursed with bird. Or possibly blessed by Thoth.
Yeah, this thing has never.
or not.
This thing has never seen the sun.
Yeah.
Probably
It's fine.
burn
It'll be
him.
cool.
Anyways,
We shall show you many strange and wondrous sights, but
Sure.
you will learn a lot, and then you can teach your people.
He tells
you bust out in a song, start singing, "I can show you the world."
He tells you the dangers, many dangers lurk the black path below to the south. Do not go there. And we've never been to the. We should go up north. Now that the Guardian's been destroyed, it must be safe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you don't want to all get electrocuted.
You've shown yourself bold, but let's not overreach. Follow us. Like we have business. We have things to do, and you will learn a lot by watching.
Ralk. No, they and he like looks to the statue, like they and he picks up the rocks and like drops the rocks. Like trickles it out of their hands.
Yes.
He's like dropping like letting sand go out of his hands, right? Like Ralk, like pointing to the southern way.
There's more.
There are many doors here. There are many paths that we must make safe for your people. But if there are more of these, then we will destroy them all in good time.
So riddles talk so fast. Riddles. Danger.
Is it like is the language shift? Is it like us listening to Shakespeare, or is it like us trying to decipher Old English?
It's the opposite. They're speaking like their own derivative thing, and you're speaking to them like it's Old English.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Okay.
But anyways,
I'll mix in a lot of gestures.
Right. Just to be clear, mapping wise, this path should not be running into this building, and I probably made this room way too big. It should be kind of equal size to the other one, more or less. I think I may have doubled the size accidentally when I was just kind of eyeballing it.
Oh, I just figured there was like a slant and it was going under it or above it or something.
That's fair, but just so you know, it's not. I kind of fucked up when I was doing it. To adjust it, you all adjust this accordingly. Yeah,
I think we're heading in this direction for the moment.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah,
check out this.
We can adjust the map later.
We're going to the Irish store. Got it. Okay. Not okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Before we go through, Heron Beach, could you step back and let's try the other card keys? Let's figure out which keys open what doors. So we know that yellow is working everywhere.
Blink the colors that it accepts.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll tell us the colors. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's this kid's name?
The southwest door. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. So the southwest door is oval and made of stone with a bright yellow circle in the middle. What the kid's name is? It's not Ronnie.
Yeah.
No. It's
Squirk.
Close.
Okay.
Close.
I think Heronby has a cohort.
Yeah.
Oh. So they look at the they look at the like to this thing they've never even seen a verdish for a stone door, right? So Cluse is just gonna sit there like, what the fuck is that? But you all, yeah. So these stone doors, all right, sorry. So I don't think the stone doors light up what opens them. Unless there's a panel.
No.
I think it's only the plasteel ones with mesh integrations and stuff like that probably open and do that.
Just hold up my green card.
I don't know what yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to know which cards
it.
open the door. So
yeah. Well,
green opens it.
Yeah. Pale green definitely opens it.
So, as well as and yellow seems to open everything that we found so far.
The captain's card.
Oh, What do we
Okay.
expect if we bump into any of the Radishva that are still alive and wandering around? If they find out that we have all these cards and laser guns and know how to get past the obsidian gates, and
So the only ones who we know are Salarkey and the
The
Lord
Arena
of the
Master.
Arena.
All right. This is
Okay.
a diagonal passage. It's going 10, 20. It goes 30 feet before it rises 10 feet, and then goes another 10 feet before rising again. And you're before coming into the corner of some sort of large chamber that you cannot really see because it's the height differential of you going up. But you can see that there's some sort of larger chamber ahead that's lit.
So it goes 20 feet. And then rises.
The total distance before the large open chamber is 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 feet.
so we're like above the level of the niches in the Varuda rooms.
Correct. Varuda
We're
room
up
has a
pretty
good name.
high.
It's a good,
You said
good
50 or
mouthfeel.
60?
The Varuda rooms.
60.
60
Okay.
feet long total is about the best way of putting it, okay?
There we go.
And there were two sets of stairs
Correct.
along the way.
Two small sets of stairs that are ascending. All right, you will be debouching into a 50 by 40 rectangular room with two large exits. You're coming in again on the western side of the northwest corner of this room. That being said, it is completely round, right? And it's a 40-foot tall vaulted chamber. There are two major
50
exits.
long ways.
50 long, 40 tall, correct. 10 feet off of the southwestern corner, there is a corridor that's 10 feet wide, extending south. And then off the southeastern wall, there are actually two exits. The major one is to the south on the southeastern corner on the southwestern corner on the western wall. 5 feet off of the dimensions of this chamber, there is a passageway, but it terminates through a Radishra iris door made of plasteel. And then the second exit is 10 feet off of the northwestern corner, which is a 5-foot wide passageway that clearly you've seen before that sort of opens up into a teleportation sort of channel with two teleportation spots, right? So in general, it looks like a capital I kind of thing, but rounded.
Yeah.
So a single teleportation thing kind of just has a little like circular nook, right? And then the double teleportation tends to have this sort of like capital I thing, whether it's symmetric with two on either side. Okay.
Were we coming in at the northeast corner, did you say, or northwest?
Northeastern corner.
Okay.
Oh, so
you're coming on this side of it.
Yeah.
I might have misspoke again. Lord no, I've never done that before in my life. Got my east and west mixed up. But
is it
you probably
east
just misheard
or Eric East?
Yeah, Eric East. Yeah, the Royal East.
You said those were the only two entrances?
No, there were 3 exits. There were 2 on the western wall, and there was 1 on the southern wall, 10 feet from the eastern wall. So there's actually a passageway going down this way, 10 feet wide, corridor sized. And this one was 10 feet wide, but 5 feet from that door, 5 feet from the end of that was a Radishra iris door. Plasteel and all.
Okay.
Let me know. Ready for the contents?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Should we get our people in position? Who's leading the way this time?
I think Ergar's fine being up front.
Okay.
All right. This 40-foot tall vaulted chamber is studded with 3-foot diameter pedestals that vary in height from 2 feet to 10 feet. So all over this place, there's these like sort of artificial posts.
Are they like evenly spaced or just kind of scattered about?
Kind of scattered about. The room is in general dark, but as you are lighting above, the ceiling is clearly painted and still and still like completely intact. An enormous detailed mural of a Varuda descending in like an aggressive manner.
And these were pillars, right? Or did you say they were like little stands?
Pedestals. More like
Okay.
pedestals. 3 foot. They're
Yeah.
all 3 foot wide. They're all 3 foot wide diameter. However, the heights vary from 2 to 10. So they're not like ascending like a flute, you know, like one of those pan flutes. It's just they're kind of like scattered all over, like weird stalagmites.
Yeah.
Kind of evenly spaced around. Or like you wouldn't say it's haphazardly spaced. In fact, Ergar, as a fighter, you think this is some sort of training area.
Mm-hmm.
Like a martial arts dojo or something like that. Or you're not sure what
Like
the
they're
posts
supposed
are.
to be jumping between the posts
You
to train.
think there's some sort of jumping thing. Yeah, you think that's jumping related. It's like as a fighter. Same thing with you, Demora. I think between both of you knocking your heads together, sharing that single brain cell as all fighters do. It's something to do with some sort of it's to test your athletics.
You want to test clues? Have him jump from the shortest all the way up in order?
But if there's Veruda calisthenic rooms or something, that suggests that these guys were not the intellectuals of this group. They were security for the Rudishva, or they were or laborers or something. But
Probably.
So what you
they're
can
obviously
spy,
subordinate.
Yeah. So I think our poor little baby Veruda friend here is freaking out. Seeing this massive attacking Veruda, right? How scrawny it is. Yeah, but like it's like awe-inspiring.
And say it's you.
This dude has seen the same cave his entire life. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden you're like, what? You know? First off, he's like, we didn't role play it, but he's like, what the fuck's a stair? You know, like I'm just kidding. You know, he's seen stairs like that, but like, you know, one step further, Mr. Frodo's the farthest I've ever been. You know, kind of thing. And imagine the first visage you see is a massive attacking ancestor of yours. You know, like in the ceiling. So like he looks nothing like I mean he looks related-y, but like also very scrawny compared to the machismo bird warrior above, right?
They are not the Conans.
Yeah, no.
They may be one day. Once more.
I wanna get Clu's attention.
Yeah.
So he watches me, and then I start from the shortest one, and then jump to the next one, and then the next one to see how high I can get.
Okay.
If I can make them all, and then be like making the come here motion follow.
All right. Make consecutive checks of DC 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 to get to the top. If you fail, after 13, you'll take D6 damage.
Is this strength or dex?
Whatever's highest.
Okay. 13. Okay.
That beats the 10, so you get to the basic one. 11, okay. Walking it in. 12, very easily, getting the hang of it. Now, yep, that's what you call pod racing. I don't just
overshoot and jump to the next one?
No. Okay, you
I have grit strength. No, I have grit strength for all of these. These should all be keep high one.
And you've got luck as well.
And I'll do luck. Okay. 2d20, keep high 1 plus 4.
This is the last round before you would take damage anyways from doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it.
Do I keep going?
Yep. If you fail from now on, you will be taking a d6 point of damage.
Fine.
Enjoy that. Nah, no luck.
Okay. Yeah, no luck. I should have had Foldo luck me before I
1 point of damage.
Okay. I take 1 point of damage, and then I just kind of brush myself off and be like, now you.
Let's get our bird guy to jump up there.
How many did I make? 4?
He's got wings. He should be able to get up there, no problem.
4. Yeah, I made 4 of them. Just flies up. Wow, he's really showing me up here.
Whoa.
No, there he goes.
Performance
He fails.
anxiety.
He slips on the 13. To be fair, that's the one you also tripped on.
No, I made the first 5.
Oh, no, wait, right. You didn't make it to the next one, though. Right?
I made the first
10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12.
No, you made it then 13, and then you failed on the going to 14.
The 15. So that was the 4th one.
No.
And
you start on 10. You start on 10.
I failed jumping to the 5th.
Okay, so you failed jumping to the 5th one. Okay. Then yeah, so they didn't do as good as you.
He did 1 less than me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
okay, that's fine. Imagine if he showed you up. That'd be crazy. A god? Showing
Yeah.
up a god?
Imagine the confidence boost though if he did.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cluse doesn't have the issues of he can land with grace.
Yeah.
Gonna have to go practice some more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But now he knows how to do it.
Yep. So there's these traditional teleporters. What's weird is that they don't have the silver circles on the floor. Instead, there's marble slabs. And there's marble also on the walls. You can probably spy from while this competition was going on.
So they're fake teleporters or
Are they,
inoperable.
is there like a gap? Like the normal teleporters, are they flush with the floor? Or
Yeah, they're
they...
flush with the floor.
Okay.
Are these flush with the floor?
No, the marble slabs are not flush with the floor. No.
This might be.
Anyone got a screwdriver?
Stopped the Veruda break. Like.
Oh yeah. Can we just lift the slab off?
So we got a crowbar.
Yeah. It's your strength 6. Yeah, you either need a crowbar.
Strength is 18.
Yeah, 18 can definitely drag one of these things off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just with a strength of 18 with 2 hands free, you can drag one of these slabs off, revealing a silver circle on the ground. The panel though is also covered in marble.
Pop that panel off.
That panel is glued.
I mean,
the slab on the ground was not glued. It was just kind of covering it, just kind of chilling. But this one, this panel seems to have some sort of epoxy or glue that's keeping it on it.
Put that back.
You know, bring alcohol. Can I spill beer on it and wash it off?
Will that work?
The day is getting late.
yeah.
Yeah,
We want to
well,
walk down
it's
this
gonna-
hallway.
Yeah, we don't want to turn on teleporters and let random people pop in here
Yeah.
until we figure out how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
This
we
might
need
be
to-
connecting the nest areas, but yeah, it's 10 past 10, so we should think about
Yeah.
extracting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we're extracting and we're taking Cluse with us, and we see Gog, we're probably going to need to roleplay why we brought some lost species.
Yeah, so we should go now. And
Yeah.
Or do you want to see what's? You want to go look down this corridor or no? Or are we pulling out?
Sure. Just from standing here, I guess walking a little bit, what we would have seen.
Okay. There's definitely a 30-foot wide opening to 30 feet past this corridor, to the west. You cannot see what it's doing or what's going on without getting closer.
Big hallway goes somewhere.
I guess like that type of opening, like a
No.
turn.
No, there's no turn. It continues straight. It would be a spur, and it's also 30 feet wide.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
does it go here?
Yeah, technically 30 feet off the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the spur was up higher. I see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to help. I'm gonna have to help you draw this. Because it's technically this. Imagine this is symmetric.
Yeah. Just stairs down.
An enormous egg-shaped room with slick curved white marble walls with a loud thrum originating to the south that's echoing. In the center of this massive block of granite rises the curved walls of the egg. The block is looks like a shell with a large staircase.
Yeah, I think we don't want to mess with that right now.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Marines.
And yes, to the and there's a loud sound coming from this side. Very
The
loud.
last time we heard loud thrumming,
Humming.
there were fireballs and scimitars and
Yes.
exploding
Oh,
pots.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's any like
A
obvious treasure.
droning, mechanical, monotonous sound coming from that direction. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying, Steve?
I was just saying, unless there's any obvious treasure in any of these rooms, then
Nope. And this corridor continues, of course, beyond torchlight.
sounds like something complicated for another day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will hide the laser rifle under the cloak.
Nice. Like every classic
No.
gunslinger in history.
You're gonna
We're,
hide the
we're hiding
alien
a whole
bird
lot of
under the
stuff
cloak?
under our clothes.
Yeah.
The Arcantalorian.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work.
Hey,
I'll
Gog, we
try
didn't
harder.
find anything today. No, nothing.
Do we want to try and smuggle the bird person like back to the manor without anyone noticing?
I mean, I think maybe Gog noticing.
Do we
would be
want Gog to
okay.
notice, or do we want to try and?
Gog will wonder.
Yeah, I mean,
Gog
he
will
knows
count
we've
one
been.
more.
He knows we've been to Rudishava places,
Yes.
so he doesn't, and he knows that we told him about the privy secret area. So, like, he would assume we went that way and found a path somewhere.
Gog would be very curious. I think it's pretty obvious that Gog would be extremely curious about the little bird man.
Oh yeah, and God could probably maybe give us information about the Varuda.
Garuda, Bahamas.
Okay.
Okay, so we start walking back.
Yeah. Cool.
Hermby will take the lead again.
Yeah, everybody group
stop
up when
until
we get
everyone-
here.
All right. I pre-rolled. You all can make it to Gog's cave just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Zip zap zoom. So this bird guy does he have any like clothes or
Nope. Straight
is he
fucking
wearing a belt or anything?
pure naked, holding an Arcantian short sword.
Okay.
That's why I want to know where you got that from.
The darkness.
There were some
There were some old
bodies,
Arcantian weapons and stuff
but
in there.
it looks like people.
Yeah, but the
He
whole
said from
place is older than
from
the
the dangers-
Arcantian Empire.
Yeah,
So.
he stole it from the dangers to the south, down the Black Road.
We have
Oh,
quite a
okay.
few
So there's
in this area. So it has been breached by explorers before, but they've,
Yep.
as far as we can tell, they've been killed. So they've maybe just
So-
found some bodies and looted them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that means somebody else might know that there was a way. Well, maybe that's where Mr. Armor came through. So there's a place that they've and nobody else knows. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gog will immediately like kind of curse or have an aphorism in Veramani, right? When he sees the little tiny thing, like, you know, what a heavenly little, you know, what a heavenly little treat kind of like thing. Where he's like, what is
You hungry, dude?
Vulgaris?
It's
Yeah.
like, Gog,
What is
some
that?
beast
Gog, this is
Yeah,
not
is that
food.
Beast Man?
Gog, this is not
No.
food. This is friend. But I do
Friend?
have a shiny for you.
Where do you find a friend?
Oh,
He found us.
he found us. We're taking him. He's hungry. We're taking him to get some food. We're going to Goblin Town.
Charisma check for me, please.
We're all smiling.
I did say, Gog, I have a shiny for you.
Yeah, but this is better than a shiny. I should tell you the target numbers are after. The target numbers are 13.
I'm gonna lock that.
I should tell you that before you roll. Okay. Fine, but you owe me a story next time. Of where it is. You know, what happened. I know you have to go, but
Here, have a
you know.
drink. We'll be back.
Yeah. All right. So you're on the hook. He has a thread on you for a story about where you found this little tasty little meal.
Gog, What color do you prefer?
Not in the social context of a tasty meal. I mean, in the literal context, that thing looks like delicious to eat.
Rory, you better not be about to give away the only experience we've found for like the last 5 sessions.
I was just gonna give one of the gems.
Better be one of the really small ones.
That's why I'm relying on Gog to tell me which is his favorite color.
Just assume his favorite color is purple. Because if he says giant pearl is his favorite color, I'm going to be so mad.
I was just gonna be like, do you like white, green, red, or purple?
Gog do like purple.
So we give him one of the amethysts and be like, purple shiny for you.
Oh, thank you. You still owe Gog a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will bring you a story, Gog.
Okay.
We only share stories with people who know how to
Don't eat our guests.
keep their stories to themselves.
I mean,
tell
is
you a
Gog
story.
cooking right now? He was just collecting a bunch of crawfish.
Yeah, you're not going to be chatting with any of your other friends about Vulgarian business. Yeah?
Hmm?
We could sit with him
You're
for
busy.
dinner.
You busy,
Yeah.
Gog busy.
He was gathering food, so is he cooking crawfish right now?
No, he was not. Yeah, he was gathering food. Yeah, he's cooking for sure.
I mean, do we want to eat with him and explain the story?
I am not sure that we want to get it out yet that we are able to access the Obsidian Road.
But we've seen the Varuda murals elsewhere. We've seen the bird people outside the Obsidian Gates in drawings and stuff.
Like, I think it's going to get out, but if it gets out, that we can get through the Obsidian doors, like, into High-Tech Central,
But they don't
that's
necessarily know
gonna
that
start a
it's...
gold rush.
But there's been many other ways into Radishva Tech places.
Mm-hmm.
And if we say this guy found us and he's the only one, like maybe he escaped and made it through the halls or something. And Gog isn't Radishva. Like he might not know about the Varuda nests or something.
Did Gog look like he recognized what?
Not at all. Not at all. He recognized it as a meal.
Okay. Maybe the trolls just have no memory of these. Like they got quarantined.
Maybe they've never gotten past the barrier, and all the time the Varamani have been there.
It's like even if it got past the big statue, then there's the laser hallway. So yeah, I don't think any of them have been getting out. If he doesn't know what it is, I doubt he can tell us much about them. It's maybe something that we've now got access to the trolls like library.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do some research ourselves before. I'm really wanting to keep this close to our chests.
Okay, so don't go to the troll courts with the guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I'll maybe use my magic bag to pull out like a big long cloak with a massive hood to disguise him.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a little Ewok?
I just want to get him through Goblin Town and back to the manor.
Sure. Look, he's the size of like a weird halfling or goblin, as long as like no one knows that he's bird-like. I mean, maybe his beak might still kind of stick out a little bit, but he just might be a little weird little freak. It's fine.
Goblins have...
Maybe he got cursed. They've seen plenty of weird... People have seen plenty of bird masks. I'm not going to stress it for you, okay?
Yeah.
Just roll
it's a mask.
roll a d10 as long as you don't roll a 1. It's fine. Okay?
He's a devout follower of Thoth.
Just kidding. Okay. Never mind.
He panics when he gets to Goblin Town.
Yeah, no, obviously. Yeah, okay. This is going to be great. Let's see what happens. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's good. Cool. Cool. You were all on the hook for having a nice little sit down with the Goblin King, with your new friend.
I'm going to explain, like, you know, we found this little guy deep down. He does not speak Arcantian or Goblin or any other language. But he is friendly, and we're gonna look after him. And as soon as we have figured out, you know, what his deal is,
Where he came from, what his people are.
If it has any impact on the goblins, you know that, you know, we go way back. Like the Vulgarians and the goblins, you know, we've looked out for one another.
Nice.
But at the moment, he is lost and scared, and we're gonna look after him.
Okay, they're okay with that.
Yeah. If they want, you know, if they want to go hunting around, I'll give them directions to the tunnels that go down, to where that like engine room thing is. Like I'll say, yeah, just go down there if you want to go hunting around yourselves. But
yeah,
it's full of
demons,
horrible chasm critters and creepers and whatever,
and dancers and demons and
yeah, they're okay with that. You've put the fear of put plenty of fear in them. But they're just curious about what it is. Like what a weird little thing. So it being my little court gesture is a no.
Not at this time.
Okay. Well, think about it. Okay.
Need to teach him to sing first.
It's so weird. It's like a little bird. It's a little. Look at it. It's a little freak.
We think, we think it's like a thoth thing.
Ah, right. Some kind of like weird Thothian. Yeah. Like the weird ibis, the bird thing.
Besemios to see if he
no,
can.
no wonder. All right. Yeah, it's like a weird like bird avatar thing. It's like
maybe he's
skinny.
speaking the Thothian priest language.
But it's like it's all like fucked up and small. That's cool. Yeah, like cool, like us. It's like a. All right. Are you sure? Are you sure there's no goblin in it?
Pretty sure.
Sound like a goblin Thoth thing.
Maybe it was a goblin converted, cursed by Thoth.
I didn't.
Clues.
We should start a long argument.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. Like once we find out more. Like at the moment, it can't even speak. Like listen to it.
Clues. Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's smuggle.
Oh, by the way, final XP share for the night. 495 and 550 gold per player. Waldrum gets half. 275. Very nice. Yeah. That pink pearl was worth 2,000 gold or something like that. Like, good job.
Nice. Yes. Awesome. Okay, good.
All right.
Vulgaris
I gotta run.
and GP.